Hello everybody, this is Steve, and today I'm doing another Blender tutorial. And today I'm going to be talking about painting textures on objects. And I'm going to be talking about it in both the rendering engines, Blender Render and Cycles Render. So, first of all, you can make your mesh object or select a mesh object already made. Then you come to this drop down menu and click Texture Paint. Then come over here and click Add Simple UVs. And you're going to add a paint slot here and just do diffuse color so you can just paint normally. And these settings right here are okay, so just click OK. And now you're on the painting part, so as you can see it turned black. And if it doesn't turn black and it looks like, oh wait, just make sure that this menu here isn't solid right there. So then you can pick your color here and you can paint on a texture. And it's easier to do it in Blender Render than Cycles Render. Blender Render is what I'm doing it in right now, but I'm also going to talk about Cycles Render, which is a bit more complicated on adding these textures. There's a few extra steps. I'm just going to kind of leave the bottom like that. No one's going to look at the bottom. Then you can switch over to Object Mode, and then your texture will disappear. But if you go into your rendered preview, so pull this menu over here and click render, this is what it will look like when you save it. As you can see, you do see the texture on there. And I believe that if you come over here and go into material, you can see it. In this viewport menu, you set it to material. But you set it to solid, you can't see it. So now I'm going to talk about doing it in Cycles Render, because if I come on here and go to Cycles Render, the texture disappears. So basically, once you make the texture, it's saved in the texture thing for Cycles Render. So all you have to do to put it on, again, is come into this tab, and then click Use Nodes, and then see this color button. We don't want a plain color, so we're not going to click that. We're going to click this little dot thing next to it. Now we're going to go to an image texture. Now, as you can see, your object did turn black. So we're going to come to this little image thing and click it. And then you can see my globe texture layout. So you click it, then it'll apply it on there. For Cycles Render, so you can have it in this rendering engine too. And it's like the same, you have to put it on material to be able to view it. And if I render down here, lighting in this video too, because I did another video about lighting and it wasn't very good because I just had to light up your scene. But when I do animations, I don't use that type of lighting, so I'm going to show you how to make it look more realistic. So first of all, I'm going to delete this lamp. And by the way, by deleting it, I selected it and clicked the delete key on my keyboard. So I'm going to click the add and go to mesh. I'm going to make a plane. So to make it bigger, just click the S key. And I'm just going to set this scene. You don't have to do it. It's just so you can kind of see the effect of the lighting I'm going to add, like the shadows. Okay, there. Now I'm going to click Shift A, or just use the add button here. And I am going to make a sun. So now let's bring the sun up here. It doesn't really matter how high or low it is or where it is. It will affect your whole entire scene. So click the R key, and as you can see, rotating the little line. So this is the direction that the sunlight's pointing. So let's point it in a direction like that. There. Now you come over to the sunlight tab, you can pick the strength. I like to do 3. And you can set it to a color. I'll just do it like that. Like a sunset, like purplish.
Hello everybody, this is Alex. Yes, Alex is here. And you can see how the sun did do a shadow right there.
That will be the end of this video. You can suggest a Blender tutorial in the comments if you want. And that will be the end of this video. Bye everyone.